iPhone 6s benchmarks reveal a very powerful device to come. We get some solid rumors on what to expect for the next Google Chromecast, and it seems that the Samsung Gear S2 is closer than we thought. I'm Jaime Rivera, and since I'm traveling back today, I left this video pre-recorded for your news-loving pleasure. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today start with Apple, as the company's iPad Mini 4 was recently torn down because iFixit specializes in this, and well, we get to learn two things about it. The first thing is that it is pretty much identical to the iPad Air 2 in just about every way in its design. It's just a smaller device. Obviously there's a smaller battery for that, but then again, it's an iPad Air 2 and everything. Up to the point where if you want to repair this product, their score is 2 out of 10. It is terribly difficult to repair an iPad. I know everybody's known that since the iPad 2 years ago, and it seems that that just continues. Other Apple news have the company's A9 chip being benchmarked, even though the iPhone 6s is not out yet. Apparently we get a boost in gigahertz. In the past, the A8 was a 1.4 gigahertz dual-core 64-bit processor. Now we get a 1.8 gigahertz dual-core 64-bit processor, obviously with a better nanometer process. And another thing is that apparently all iOS products will now be set at 2 gigs of RAM, and I'm talking about the newer products. In the past we had 1 gigs of RAM. With the exception of the iPad Pro, obviously, which is set at 4 gigs of RAM, finally taking advantage of that 64-bit architecture. Obviously, we have to wait for these products to be launched to be able to review them and tell you just how fast they are in a real review. Let's talk about Samsung. The company Samsung Pay has already made enough headlines because it is completely different to every other payment service. You won't necessarily need a contactless NFC point to be able to use your phone. The only thing you need is a new phone to actually test it. But we've got a Samsung executive already claiming that this service will apparently reach more Samsung phones in the future. We're not necessarily sure if that includes old phones. That couldn't be the case because we would need new hardware, but it does seem that the company is planning to bring this service to lower-end phones as well. We just don't know when. And for those of you fans of the Google Chromecast like me, it seems that Google is gearing up for a launch of its new product on September 29. Now, hear me out here, there are some good and bad things. The good thing is that we get a new design, not necessarily a better one, just a new design according to the leaks. But we also get Spotify Connect in addition to other services that might be voice-enabled, which is great. The problem is that apparently the price tag will grow to $50. So, sad news for that, but if we get a better product, then why not? And finally, for the very interesting rumors of the day, those of you expecting the Gear S2 smartwatch from Samsung, it seems that you might get the regular variant on October 2nd, which is close by. But then again, if you want to get yourself the data-enabled variant for AT&T and other carriers, you will have to wait until November 6th, which is rather a long wait, but then again, it could be for different certification processes. So yeah, the Gear S2 will be available very soon, but my biggest question for today to you is what current smartwatch are you wearing? Or are you interested in getting a smartwatch right now, and which one? In my case, I tried the Gear S2 at CTIA. It wasn't that bad at its UI, I just found it rather small. So I might stick to the Moto 360 and Apple Watch, but leave us a comment down below. What is your selection? Friends, as always, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.